Hello and welcome back to Blood Omen. Let's see, last time we were just getting into Nuptcracker's retreat. Is it his retreat? I'm pretty sure it's his retreat. Ow! My ears. Oh, this place is gonna be unpleasant. Ow. Yeah. Okay, what we have here are basically jellies. Get away from me. I'm gonna pause this for a second. Okay, sorry about that. I had to turn the volume down.
Kind sir!
You shut up. And do I look like a kind sir to you?
Help me, kind sir!
Okay, that is a very suggestive place to have your nose there. That was just immature of you, Kain. I expected better. Walked right into that. But as you can see, traps here really aren't that dangerous. Except for the piss water. What is that? I don't know. I'm not. Also, take note of our mana there. Yeah, the wolf form does drain your mana. It's not all that fast, but it does drain it. And yeah, these things die in one hit.
You are lost beyond all help. You cannot see my plight for what will become of you? I see only damnation.
I think that was Ariel. So, while we're going through this, frankly quite boring dungeon, I guess I should give you a little bit of backstory that, knowing me, I probably wasn't paying attention as it was already gone over. Nuptcracker is also known as Nuptcracker the Mentalist. Basically, he's a psychic.
Help me, kind sir!
No, I'm not gonna help you. Anyway, as you may have noticed from the weird symbol on the ground when we came in, yeah, that's a symbol of his face. Not a pretty guy. He also had a very large, bulbous head. Apparently, Ariel thought that was the hottest shit ever, because she was his girlfriend. The reason that the Circle are evil is actually because of Ariel's death. See, Nuptcracker found her, and found that half of her I can words, found that half of her face had been cut off, and he didn't take that well. He basically went completely batshit crazy. And both because he's a psychic, and because the Circle members are all like spiritually linked on a metaphysical level.
You dare intrude upon my sanctuary? Can I not mourn in peace? Leave and let my solitude be complete.
No. Anyway, since the Circle members are all joined on like a spiritual level, him going crazy sent out a psychic shockwave through this link that drove all of them crazy too. And that's why they all have to die. Because now they're crazy assholes instead of just regular assholes like they were before.
Hey, Victor!
That's something that just kind of gets lost over. It seems like the Circle were kind of always dicks. I cannot believe that I actually remembered the sequence there. That guy sounded more enthusiastic, let's call it that, than I would expect from someone chained into a room, firing arrows endlessly into the walls. But yeah, the thing with his head, you may remember that little cutscene of with the needle? Yeah, part of him going super fucking crazy is he decided to, I'm really not sure why, sew his mouth and eyes shut. Also possibly his ears, but I don't know about that. He might have sewn other things shut too. I don't want to think about that. Point is, yeah, he
You are lost beyond all help. You cannot see my plight
please, help me, kind sir.
I think that was Ariel's same line from earlier. Aha!
Please, help me, kind sir.
I came upon one of Nuptcracker's serving girls, catatonic with fear, choking out half words through bloodied, broken teeth. Although tempted by hunger, I stayed my hand, allowing her to tell her story. She spoke of her lord Nuptcracker, driven to insanity by the brutal slaying of his beloved Ariel. She spoke of his self-mutilation, sewing his eyes and lips shut to deny the outside world. Fueled by despair and hopelessness, he turned his magic on the circle, infecting their minds with his madness. Nuptcracker cared for nothing now, save his pathetic self-pity. Scars such as hers would never heal. Death would only be a mercy.
So yeah, everything I just said, except he said it better. Also, I looked up IMDb after recording the last one, because I was fucking pissed that I couldn't remember Ariel's voice actress's name. I can't remember her name now, either, but I do remember something where you have probably seen her. Well, I mean, you probably have, I didn't. She's probably best known for having played the wife of Walter White from Breaking Bad. I don't know why that happened, I was only touching the D-pad. Anyway, yeah, she plays Ariel in all of these. And does a damn fine job of it. In fact, I'm half tempted to finally watch Breaking Bad because of that. I probably won't, but I might.
The cretin squandered life and left it seeping on the floor. Such waste was a travesty. Perhaps Nuptcracker needed to be taught a lesson as to the value of blood.
I love how the only thing that could upset Kain about killing someone is if he doesn't get to drink them. And yeah, these guys are really annoying. They will endlessly summon these weird ghoul things. And that's not the annoying part. The annoying part is that they take more than 4 hits to drop, and they actually walk rather quickly. It did it again! What the hell? Anyway, they walk rather quickly, and, where was I going with that? Oh yeah. As you can see, they will walk directly into you. But, because your sword isn't actually hitting them, when they're that close, you can't hurt them. Like, they're really not dangerous, they're just irritating.
Victor!
Kinda like that. Who's screaming? Aside from me. Believe it or not, this is not the boss chamber, nor is it a boss fountain. I think that I think that's the boss chamber door. Not sure what could be giving me that impression. Huh. And yeah, the door closes behind you, so, you're committed once you're in. Oh, I thought that was a new one. There we go. Anyway, the IMDb thing. One of the other things I found is that you have almost definitely...
When conjured, the energy bank permits me access to mass amounts of magical energy for a brief period of time. However, when the moment passes, I will be drained of all magic, unable to cast even the simplest of spells.
Yeah, that's probably the best of the power-up items. Well, the activated ones, at least. Anyway, what I was saying about you have probably, almost certainly at this point, seen a different Simon Templeman performance as Terran Loghain in Dragon Age Origins. Something I'm ashamed to admit, I never knew about! Also a fun fact, as I brutally murder all 4 of these women for no reason. I was actually going to do a Dragon Age Origins LP a year and a half, 2 years ago, but I ended up canceling it at what would have been like the 5th episode, because I realized it was really boring. I did not do a good job there. I think for a major, for a major RPG like that, I might need to get myself a co-commentator. Yeah, here we have, not exactly a difficult puzzle. Now that I think about it, I might have just been able to jump across with this. No, it won't let me. Whoa. Leave. Well, now I gotta know what's over there. I don't remember what's over there, but I remember it being good. Screw it. I'm just not even gonna acknowledge that. God damn it. That didn't happen. You can't prove it. Also, for those of you who were paying attention, that's how much a blood bottle heals you for. Which is definitely the reason I did that. Yes, totally. We will actually, undoubtedly, be seeing the... What? Oh! How did I not hit that? Finicky bullshit. Anyway, we'll almost undoubtedly... Oh god, I hate this place. Undoubtedly be seeing the, Yeah, here's what happens if you don't follow the light. You get teleported back to the center. This place is slow and tedious. Anyway, we will undoubtedly be seeing less wasteful use of the blood bottles later. Sorry, I'm kind of flustered now from that pathetic failure of basic progression. I've completely lost like all of my words. Yeah, this is something I want to bring up. The light spell. You remember the light spell? It's like right here. How Kain mentioned how useful it could be? If you use the light spell in here, this entire area becomes the same, like illumination level as this. Meaning that it is effectively impossible to navigate this area. I don't know why that one was taking a sweet time. Yeah, you see that? Here's what happens when you cast the light spell. Meaning that if you use the spell specifically designed to help you traverse in zero light conditions, or low light or whatever, you cannot progress in this low light area. Better to just kind of squint. Ah, here we get one that's a little less. That's a little less completely useless. Yeah, if I hadn't paused there. Okay, no, I thought that was a. Sorry about that. I thought because of the thing on the floor that was supposed to be like, here's a spell. I thought I remembered getting a spell here. Clearly, I don't. But if I hadn't paused there, I could just walk through and they wouldn't have hit me. I feel bad about myself. Uh-oh. Huh. Nom nom. Ow! I vaguely remember this, except for all the parts in which I don't. Also, what's with this demonic circle here? Huh. I did a thing, but... Oh! Is it this thing?
Save Victor!
There we go. Weird. The ones from when we first came in here, they died in 4 hits. These ones seem to be the exact same enemy. Why are they taking like 6? I don't know. Ah, here we go.
Lost beyond all help.
Shut up, Ariel.
You cannot snub my plant, for you have so shut you.
Here we get something actually cool. Also, that gross, like, leech thing over there. Yeah, we could just look out through the eyes. That's just Nosgoth. Another nice looking place for a PS1 game. And, you know, being the ravaged hellscape, full of death and despair and vampires.
Should this object strike an enemy, rot and decay would instantly eat their flesh and leave only a pool of blood and tissue. For a time after, the toxins are still active and therefore lethal to the touch.
Aha. Now,
Of the retreat's eye sockets, I viewed Nosgoth in a different fashion. The glass seemed to warp the image and taint the color, as if Nosgoth needed assistance in making its corruption apparent.
it's been theorized that with the eyes, the right eye, the one that we look through first, might be looking at Nosgoth as it is, whereas the left eye is looking at Nosgoth as it will be. Food for thought. Doink. 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 Doinkus Maximus. That was a boss fountain, and we're... no. Again, I have 11 extra lives.
So, Malik, have you come to fail the circle once more? Leave, Paladin. I do not need your protection. Come, Kain. Come, share my pain.
You probably should have let him fight me, because right now Malik would fucking kick my ass.
So, this was the mentalist Nuptcracker, this broken, pathetic little man. Yet crippled as he was, he would not yield without battle. Very well, old fool. If it is death you seek, I will not deny you.
And here we have how Nuptcracker fights. This battle is not really a battle, it's a puzzle. It's a very, very easy puzzle. Saying that, I will be hit several times. But that's more because, you know, I'm incompetent. This actually sets up, see, I told you. This actually sets up, like, the general gist of how the battles will go throughout the game. The boss fights, I mean. Namely that they're all, once again in quotations, puzzles. Some of them actually are somewhat difficult. Most of them are just kind of amusements. Actually, difficult is a strong word. Ow. Kain, why are you screaming like a girl? Ow. 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 that's it, he's dead. That was his head over there. See? See, I'm standing on his head. And it's also over here.
Perhaps the head of her beloved will convince Ariel that I have accomplished my task.
And now...
The mace is amongst my most useful of weapons, for it merely stuns my victims, allowing me ample time to feed.
Yeah, what he just said, the mace is completely incapable of actually killing things. But it smashes obstacles real good. And now you get to one of my most hated elements of this entire game. You see how intrusive this is? Going in to swap weapons, and it's also the same thing as
Iron armor.
Thank you, Kain. It's also the same menu where the armor is. There will be many times throughout this game where we have to drop everything to... Oh, there we go. Where we have to drop everything to try to figure out... Not figure out, but we have to swap to a weapon we don't normally use to deal with an obstacle, so that we can then use that weapon to deal with the obstacle, to go back into the menu to get the weapon we actually want to use, because the weapon we had to use to get through the obstacle is useless against the enemies in the area. This will happen a lot. As a general rule, swords are your best weapon. But the swords aren't used to get past any obstacles except enemies. Also, I won't be showing any more of the bat flight things. None of them look good.
Nuptcracker's head before the pillar of the mind, and watched on as it dissolved into the stone. The pillar accepted its offering. Thus, it was restored. Nuptcracker was but the genesis. Forever tainted by his madness, the circle was beyond redemption. For them, absolution lay only in death. In me, they would find their deliverance. But first I had to defeat their shepherd. Malek, defender of the Nine, lay in a keep to the far north, past Vassabunt. It was time for me to test the wrath of the Pillar of Conflict.
Death in the circle breathes life to the pillars. For every pillar there is a token. Only with these shall they be restored. But to reach a warrior, you must first breach his ward. Find Malek and destroy him. Only then will the circle fall.
Now, you're probably... You might be questioning, because I just mentioned that at this point in the game, Malek would kick my ass. I mentioned that, like, what, 5 minutes ago? If that. That is still true. I just realized, I'm pretty sure I have, pretty sure this will get me where I need to go faster. Seriously? That's my only option. I gotta... No. I'm just gonna go here. Anyway. Yeah, that is still true. Because, well, you'll see. The point is, Malek is an asshole. And an absolute bitch to fight. Unlike these guys now. That's the thing with the mace. It doesn't really do any damage, per se. Might be able to get past these statues now. But the mace, on its second swing, will stun most enemies capable of being stunned.
Of all the methods I employ, this is perhaps the cruelest, causing my victim's body to shrink on itself, crushing bones and rupturing organs till the pressure inside bursts the sack of fleshy skin, spraying its contents for all to see.
Yum! I think there's a D&D spell that does that, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. It's not horrid bolting, I know that. Ow, my ears. And the only way back is to walk. I will spare you that. And we're back! And I turned the sound down a little more. At least it is for me. I don't know if it'll turn down for the video. Probably not. Probably not. Nom nom. Mund. Time control. Shame what time it is. If it were about to be nighttime, I think that door would be opening. Hang on. Let's see. Yeah, those doors open when it's like all the way night. It's like dawn right now. Yeah, here we get our first like useful obstacle to get past. This game showers you in Hearts of Darkness. Like you may remember that I mentioned. Not getting across that. You may remember that I mentioned from my original playthrough, the one that I was doing in my own time, that I had gotten to. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that I had found the Spirit Forge for Hearts of Darkness. What I probably didn't mention was how many I had. At that point, after using it twice, which doesn't really give you that many, I had, I think it was like 58. I think I had like 58 Hearts of Darkness, which is absurd. And remember, I'm less than halfway through the game at that point. Maybe half.
They Victus!
Also, just remember, your enemies actually do have, like, somewhat proper collision. I need to go that way. No, I don't. That leads to Nuptcrackers. Anyway, when, if they're... Like, if I hit him at there, if I take a swing at him when he's there, he's actually further back than when he's leaned in for the swing. And there, I think I was hitting him in the shin. That would actually be pretty fucked up, smashing somebody's shin with a mace. You're a real asshole, Kain. That's why we didn't go this way before, because we literally couldn't. The thing about these shield guys, I think their shield is immune to the mace, but that you rarely see that because the mace is so slow that they can close the gap. Okay, no, I'm completely wrong. Like I had a shield up and it just smashed right through.
The blood of ages flows so sweet. Come, drink from us.
Don't mind if I do.
Your magic energy recovers more quickly, for our blood enhances.
Yeah, what she just said. Magic regens faster now. This is permanent. And stacks. There's, I know of at least one other in the game. I think there's two. And trust me, you desperately want that, because magic in this game is really badass. Honestly, kind of OP. And you need a lot of it, especially late game.
Years ago, word reached us of a strange pestilence that had laid siege to a few remote villages far east, but the rumors failed to prepare us for the horror that was the plague.
Ah, yes. Where we are actually going.
Worms and maggots fed upon his festering skin. The scent of tainted blood seeped through the wounds upon which they feasted. Pity. Such a waste. Good blood gone bad.
Every time.
Korhagen, my home. The finest city in all of Nosgoth, rich in vanity and conceit. I had no delusions as to the welcome I would receive.
Apparently he kind of does, because there's, like, nobody left alive. And, yeah, remember, there's, like, nobody alive here. So there's nothing to eat, there's nothing for you to feed on. So try to make things fast.
Death and disease stalked these streets. Bodies lay most in the very spots in which fate had taken them. A perfect homecoming.
Victus!
Weirdly enough, these guys are destructible with the mace. I don't know why. I'm good. I got a feeling that they're probably a trap. That's not.
Victus!
It's theorized that the reason Kain was so far south, instead of being anywhere near Corhagen, is that he was fleeing this very, plague. After all, he does speak of it in the past tense as if, you know, he heard about it in life. Ah, here it is. I'm actually going to cut this video here and start up the next one. Thank you all so much for watching, and next time, we're going to get the most important spell in the game. See you then.